Hey guys, sorry, was trying to sort something out in here, completely missed the timer there. Hello, hello, welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm here today with Spy and Wes, who's back. Say hello guys.
Oh.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Ooh, hello baby. Anyway, don't worry, we've been in that kind of mode the last, 20 minutes? I'm just directing something to Spy's attention, and then we'll get on with... Alright, down here, Spy.
Okay. Yeah, I saw here something of a hub going.
Like, we've got...
Put a container and I will route it to it.
Yeah. I don't have the stuff on me, actually, I don't think.
I'll make a container.
Yeah, if you were to put it just down on here somewhere, out of the way, so it's not blocking people. Or there.
Something like there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is a central kind of hub for a lot of different places. You could just hop down off of the train station if you come off of there, or up on that particular hypertube. You've got two hypertubes that are here. For fuel, it's a good location, in my mind, anyway.
It's above our head at the moment.
Yeah, but you can just drop down. Oh, yeah, you just got the thing, haven't you? I don't have anything to make it.
This is the wrong hypertube.
You went in the middle one, didn't you? The one in the middle takes you to the coal.
I'll get there eventually.
Right, so we have been running. Now today I hopped on for a tiny bit and sped up some machines, rerouted some resources to get this sped up and let it run for about 3 hours. And we are 8 away, guys. We are 8 adaptive control units away from completion of the last 2 tiers opening. We are getting there. You know, I chucked loads and loads of... Like, I was sitting there chucking 200 at a time of the wires into the wire making machine to just send it all down the line a lot faster, and the whatever wire making machine that needs the cables that we need, it wasn't full. You would think it would have been by now, but it's not. I sent about 8 stacks down the line.
Oh wow, dang.
I mean, half of it, like I said, is going back into storage. Or potentially half of it. I don't know what else is taking these cables. Hey Simon, how you doing, dude?
The fuel is all set up.
Yeah, I kind of had to do a crisscross. This is... I don't know if you saw my wire redirect that I did, Wes, Spy. But it's
I haven't
kind of
seen it yet.
No. Have you got the stream
The
open?
cables, right?
Yeah, have you got the stream open? If not...
Not yet.
Okay, don't worry about it then. But basically, you'll see where the wire is supposed to head off towards storage, because that particular belt is full. So I put a splitter there, swung it round to a merger with the other one that's making the copper wire. But I've got a crisscross of belts, like where they just run over each other. But
Yeah, that was me. I did that.
no, it was me that did it. There's just not a lot of room. How am I doing? Well, I've got one thing to say to you, dude. Willy bum bum.
Oh gosh.
Right, so yeah, I was right about the steel production. The pipes, you know that I've got those two storages outside of the production room, like the extra storage for the steel pipes and the steel beams.
Right.
Well, the steel pipes are just on the other side of the wall. That's full, but the steel beams has less than 4 stacks left in the machine. In the storage, sorry. We've still got a full storage back at base, but that's how low our production is. We did originally have 2 full storages worth overall.
Oh dang. Okay.
Oh, I just thought, yeah, 3,200 megawatts. Oh, there, that's the highest I've seen it at. 3,333.
Yeah, working on it. Yeah, I'm getting there. So that blue line is way above our capacity, so
yeah,
these machines turn on.
We still got a 500 leeway, so it's all good. But what we had to do yesterday, when the power messed up on us, I'm thankful that you put a valve on, because I had to stop the valve.
Oh, okay.
Stop it all from coming out, because the fuel was trying to feed it all, but it wasn't enough to feed anything. And by the time one of them got filled enough to use, it tried to fill up others, but they just weren't keeping up. Does that make sense? By the time the second one was full and ready, the first one had used it all up already and is waiting for more. So I had to wait for a backlog in the tank and then send it all down the line together. Right, I waited until I had an excess of the pipe's capacity.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I said yeah now.
You will find the pipe in question, before we realised what the issue was, has I put a tier 2, what's it called? A tier 2 pump on it.
Okay.
Because before we realised we have to delete the pipe and replace it. It's a middle pipe. I'm just behind you here. I've got my jetpack on. You got your legs, haven't you?
Yeah, that I'm also on the hyper tube.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just gone past where I put the pump.
Yeah, I just saw the big pump on the middle.
Yeah. So that's where we put it, because it just wasn't flowing past that point.
Okay. Yeah, see, that was happening last time. Not necessarily the middle pipe, that happened to the top pipe. So I guess they're just taking turns doing that. All right. Well, good catch, obviously.
Yeah, well, I first thing I did when I realised it wasn't working was check the reserve tanks to see what we had. And then that obviously told me that it wasn't flowing, so. This is starting to get more and more unrecognisable as my place. Like, I keep thinking, I'm trying to get somewhere, and I keep like, well, where the hell am I now? I'm not complaining. You guys have done an awesome job speeding me up and helping me along. It just gets confusing.
Big old maze.
Right, we are very nearly there, guys. We only need, I think it was 4, maybe 3 now at this point. ACU. 4 ACUs needed.
Nice.
So we're looking at, takes 2 minutes to make one. So that's what, looking at about 7 minutes? Assuming the automated wiring can keep up.
Oh, right.
Which is waiting on cables still, despite me chucking them all in. I might have to just sit here for a minute and just keep chucking the cables into this machine because it's just not inputting fast enough. And it only makes 1 per, doesn't it? Yeah, wow. So if we need to get a lot of these going, we need to find a way to seriously amp this up. We got another copper deposit 400 away from where this machine is. Maybe we should just turn that into only making wait a minute, no way.
Oh, we got a new fuel recipe.
What is it?
I don't remember this one. So instead of having to make residual fuel, excuse me, I said that way wrong, which needs heavy oil residue, we can just make fuel from heavy crude or just crude oil. The only caveat is it makes 30 resin per minute, but that's no problem with this item sync.
Yeah, you know, I remember the resin side of it, yeah. We just needed the rubber and the plastic, didn't we?
Yeah, I didn't see that. So now that I'm setting up this kind of this extra pump, I'm definitely going to be using that one.
Oh, what, tomorrow you mean?
I'm working on power right now.
Oh, so you're setting up at the oil fields now?
Mm-hmm.
Fine, but you're helping me with the trains tomorrow, though.
That's fine. It was just more of a, if we don't, we're going to run out of power.
Whoa, lag a lot. Jeez. So where was this copper deposit? Over here. I'm thinking this might have actually been my original copper deposit. Oh no, maybe not. It's still intact. So what have I got here? One... Just the 1 copper. Hey Tahi, I'm doing alright, yourself? Yeah, my daughter's doing alright, thank you. So there are 2 copper deposits that aren't too far from base, within a couple of hundred feet, a few hundred feet, which I can just turn into cables and route into the cable dispensing side of things. I can probably do that off camera tomorrow during the day to help. Whilst that way, we're allowing resources to build up, and like some of the bigger ones will take a while, and we're collecting cables at the same time, or making cables at the same time. You guys happy with that?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Ranty, I don't know where he is. He doesn't, at the moment, he's only on the Monday, Tuesday streams. We got here Wes and Spy.
Hello.
That'd be Spy.
Yes. Hello.
And that'd be Wes. As you can hear, my voice obviously much, much sexier.
I doubt that.
He really tried then, did you hear that?
That was my sexiest voice impression.
But your accent diminished a lot, and your accent's what makes you sound so sexy. Everyone loves an accent.
Which accent?
Tahi goes, "Oh, Spy, bow at me." He's trying to think of a response because he can't physically bow with her seeing it. Oh, that's a work in progress. I thought that was a slug noise. Oh wow, it's been a while since I've seen that. Wait, you can't climb the vines anymore.
Oh.
You know those wooden vines that you can just pick up?
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me climb them.
That's.
I see another limestone deposit, but we don't really need that. There is 2 more iron deposits almost directly across from the 4 that are being used towards the iron, the steel. So if we do ever need more raw iron, we can get hold of it easily. At the moment, Tahir, I was just looking around to see what raw resources we can put to use, because we are in need of a bit more copper production. Yeah, that was iron there, but it was the copper I was checking on. I got one over here. That's the copper one right there. I've already found that one. Has your pup given you anything decent? Spy?
No, I chucked all in the container next to it. Maybe a slug or two.
I've got nothing decent today. Yeah, there's a lot of machines now. Sahi. Oh guys, we're ready for the tier up.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Go ahead now, or would you like to be here for the moment?
Best
I want
part.
to see it up close.
You wanna see it up?
I'm on my way. I'm about 10 seconds out.
Do you know what? I think Spy should do the honors because he put these machines together.
Well, thank you
Then-
very much.
Rightfully so, then.
He's the one that set up the automation of these items, so it's all him.
Oh, this dog has a lot of toys, like a modular frame.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A portable miner.
Blade Runners.
Yeah.
And there's my
Things
two
to
just
play
in
with.
the hole. My two are just in the hole, just playing with each other. That sounds wrong. I'm not going to go any further on that one.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Load.
Do we get a countdown?
See you. 3, 2, 1. Send.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
It's very underwhelming before the actual elevator lifts off, isn't it?
What? It's charging up. Bang.
Bye bye.
And that is
Never
the
get tired
final
of that.
time we're going to be needing this, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh,
Just look at it.
holy crap.
Employee of the planet.
Thermal propulsion rocket,
We're way.
nuclear
under it.
pasta,
We're not anywhere close to
magnetic
that.
field generator, assembly director system. Yeah, but the whole point is once you've done the 2 tiers that are available, you are more or less ready to start producing those items. So let's see what that's unlocked for us here. Tier 7. Bauxite refinement. We've got quite a few of them. We've got some more in the chest there. I'm not sure how many exactly, but
Hazmat suits.
I'm going along as we go. Why is it giving us raw quartz scanner again? I suppose if you haven't done any research.
Yep.
A blender?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the blender.
Radio control unit? Logistics Mark for oh my god, Mark 5 conveyor belts. What the hell is this? The aluminum sheet. So we've got to do bauxite to get anything else, I'm assuming then. Yeah. We've got to do the first one, the bauxite refinement, before anything else can actually be unlocked. So hazmat suit. Okay. Drones! So it's just like a small inventory flying version of a tractor.
Yeah. I think they have a bit bigger of an inventory than that, but yeah, essentially.
Oh look, it's the supercomputer. We can unlock it. Spy talks really slow. That's because he's trying to speak English. That's because he's speaking English. It's not his native language. Hover pack. The only thing we are missing from that is the aluminium sheets. Here's a question. Can we buy them now?
I think so.
I'm looking. No. Maybe we have to do that first tier first. The bauxite tier. Because this was the... I should let you know, guys. The hovercraft stuff was the reason for me to was the update that got me back into playing this again, and it's taken this long to get to it all. Then of course there's nuke power. Oh, you know how you was like, oh, I need 50 computers to do whatever it was in the research. You need that to do the nuclear power anyway.
Yeah, because again, it was the automating process, not just getting 50. It was automating it. It's a ton of machines, and then we need to first find our bottlenecks as far as production, and then work forward towards that.
Resource,
a lot of these.
Sorry, resource well pressurizer. Is that can that work with the oil, or does it have to be like the sphincter-based water ones?
So there's those nodes that are around the world. So you put that on it, and then it pressurizes it, and then it treats it as a liquid.
Yeah, the sphincter-based ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes, correct.
Oh my god, guys, we definitely need to automate these supercomputers.
So those are radio controllers. Those are equally as fun. If I'm looking on stream, there's a radio controller and then supercomputers. Yeah. So modular frames need to be ramped up, and then supercomputers. And
yeah,
they take a lot of copper.
Particle accelerator. This is what I wanted to know what it is, because you see this on the home screen on the main menu. The particle accelerator uses electromagnetic fields. Remember when I said it was like a launcher of kinds? That's what I thought it could have been. Remember when I was talking about that?
Yes, sir.
It's that thing. To propel particles to very high speeds and energies. The specific design allows for a variety of processes such as matter generation and conversion. Oh, so it's basically like a gigantic version of the dispensers in Star Trek.
I'm trying to think back to Star Trek and.
Well, you know those wall panels that they ask for an item, and it dispenses it for them.
Oh, okay. I see.
Converts energy, rearranges the molecules, creates an item. Similar process, just a really, really big fecking.
Yeah. So right now on my world or my playthrough, I'm just trying. There's the. If you look from left to right, it's the second one over. They're these cooling units. It's just
on tier 8.
Yeah, I'm on that last tier, and I'm on that last.
Unit, yeah.
So,
so you got
those
two
engines
things left to go.
Yeah, so those engines are super fun to automate. Still haven't really done that. They're a pain in the butt. A lot of this is just they're like tier 4 materials, which mean, you know, to get them, you need 2 sets of tier 2 and 2 sets of tier 3, and then all of a sudden you're like, I have 73 machines for one item? And you're like, how many am I making? You're like, 2, and you're like, oh my gosh, and I need 100?
Haven't we got that already with Spy going at things?
Just upped the steel beam production.
No, where's all a bunch of the frames gone? The heavy-duty modular frames. I was going to grab some out of the... And the computers. So I was going to get this bauxite tier up and running. I've got the computers, just about. Who took all the heavy modular frames?
I took a bunch for power.
I got 19.
So I told you, like, we're gonna need a lot, and then you're like, power. I'm like, okay, let me make as much as I can.
I'll bring 100.
Okay, I'll bring you 100 back. I can definitely give you. I got a little greedy because I was like, oh, I need it. I need to get this running. Let me just hook up this first set, and then I'll come right back.
See, it's gotten so confusing at this point. We don't know what machine's creating what and at how much. It's just everything's everywhere. I'm not denying I'm not saying anything. It's a bad job. It's you guys, like I said, have done awesome. It's just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, I found one bottleneck: modular frames.
Yeah, I've tried my best to speed them up.
Speed them up. Make more. More machine.
Right, when you're back, Wes, if you just chuck the frames in the machine, the mini ship elevator thingy,
Yep.
and then that's good to go. I mean, I'm assuming these hover ones, they work so much better than the jetpacks.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so nice when you're doing large builds, because then you can kind of get a bird's eye view instead of having to like build it from the ground, and some of those buildings just get bigger and bigger.
I was about to say, isn't that what the lookout towers are meant to be for? But I think we've built higher than them.
Right. So I was like, unless you want to stack and stack.
So what do you want to build now? Well, now we need to finish maximizing the automation of the items we need, making sure we've got a plentiful supply coming in. From there, we need to then set those items to automate the next set of items. We also need to find a bauxite ore node, don't we? We're going to need that. So that might be something else I can do off camera. I've still got like 2 days before I got to go back to work. Then I'm at work for 2 days, and I've got 2 days off again. So I can definitely get some work done whilst letting resources back up a bit. Tomorrow, what's going to be happening tomorrow, because Spy's not in the stream tomorrow. It looks, wow, factory is working. It was working before. It's just Spy and Wes have made it work. Like, they've taken my 100% working, and it's now like 7,225% working. But yeah, so tomorrow, me and Wes, what we're going to be doing, because we're having problems with the pipes, so we're going to set up a train station like we got with the coal, except we're going to do a fluid one. Maybe 2. What we can probably do, actually, Wes, is 1 train, but with 2 or 3 cargo stations.
Yep, we're gonna need at least 2. Yeah, for sure.
That way we can have multiple cargo trains coming along behind it. Save having crisscrossing over of trains. We just need space to put the platforms. But
Alright, I'm on my way back with those modular frames.
I've just realised I'm standing on the ship. I didn't even realise I was just standing up here waiting. This will be quite interesting. Oh, no. Wait. What the hell? There's a platform underneath the ship. Above the ship, sorry. There we go. I've opened up the ceiling. I'll put it back afterwards so no one falls through a hole, but I want to see how high I can go on this thing.
Just make sure you have a jetpack equipped.
It already is. I've only got 25 fuel left on me, but it is equipped. Hey, and what's the worst case scenario? I come crashing down and die in my base. It's not like it's going to be difficult to get back to my stuff.
Right.
Is there a sky
about
limit?
20-second out. Yeah, I think so. I just don't know how high.
I do. It was an awesome film. I just saw a leaf flying through the air in the distance. Like I thought it was you on zip lines or something.
Oh. Nope. Just taking that hypertube.
Oh, I just realised there's actually a zip line. Oh, it crosses through a hypertube. That's a shame. But there's a zip line that actually takes you up right next to the train station. In fact, I think it connects to the train station. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, the power switch was the other thing that got unlocked. That's not something we really need here, is it?
I mean,
with our power
it-
going everywhere.
yeah, I'm like, it's nice, but yeah, unless we centralize everything again. All right, you ready to take off?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens.
Milestone reached. Quartz and bauxite scanning unlocked. A
Oh.
new generation of basic aluminum parts is now available, which can be constructed from bauxite after a complex
I'm going
process
up.
of refinement. The blender will be used in future processes.
It actually pauses
my
to get
God.
through the hole. Okay. So it doesn't actually disappear.
Okay.
Are you looking at the string?
I am now, yeah, I've been. You just took off.
That was really underwhelming. I mean, I'm not even as high as the platform, as the elevator platform.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because you're standing on it, so it's just like,
Well,
yep,
no,
done.
I've, yeah, no. Oh, it disappears if you drop below a certain point. So it's what it normally does, except it normally hides itself. Well, that was really underwhelming. I mean, I went up pretty quickly, but alright. Hey, what's the biofuel do for us? Does it just act the same way as normal fuel packaged?
Yeah, it's just your ability to transfer it, or transport it rather.
Aha, aluminum sheets and supercomputers are now purchasable. Yeah, so I think I definitely need to work on this, on the excess cement, so that we can just really ramp up the ticket supply. It's not going to be a lot of points per thing, but the amount it should be outputting. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm such an idiot.
It just said you bought a schematic?
No. Wait, what? What, on your screen?
Yeah, it said schematic purchased, iron plates.
I bought iron plates, that was it. But I accidentally bought the wrong thing. And it double charged me as well. I hate when it does that. Have you ever noticed it doing that? It charges you twice. Like, it should have only cost me 2 tickets to get the 2 lots of iron plates that I accidentally done. I had 5 on me, and it charged me 4.
No, I don't know.
Never happened to me.
I haven't really used the shop too much. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you use it enough, yeah, I'd probably run into that problem.
Just always make sure you got the right number on you, because otherwise it will screw you over.
All right, definitely keep that in mind. Because especially when you get into the late game, tickets start getting really expensive, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that was 4 tickets.
Like,
It
I
cost
just
4 billion.
Well, I just spent 4 tickets when I should have only spent 2. And now I don't have enough to buy the sheeting that I need. So don't have a go at me, because I intend on allowing resources to back themselves up later, but I am going to sell some modular engines. I've stuck another, well, the smart plating seems to have maximised out inside the machine, so I've put another overclock in there, so the modular engines is now clocked to 3. So we should,
Oh my gosh, I forgot wire.
as we're not using it too much, what normal wire?
Yeah.
How many do you
Full
need?
cable.
Right, do you need copper, or do you need the
It's called cable. It's the black wire.
Oh god, the thing that everyone needs.
Yeah, I forgot to grab some.
Where
I just came back. I'm at the oil.
Yeah, I'll bring it over to you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm working on the small modular frames because we need them for the big modular frames.
Nice.
At the
1,000.
moment, that is our bottleneck.
1,000. Do you, Wes?
Oh gosh, it's more than enough. Yes, thank you, sir.
The other thing that does need looking at for the bottleneck side of things is the copper. So I will get working on. What do you want me to do first, guys? Do you want me to do the copper for cables, for extra cables, or do you want me to do the wet cement?
For cables.
Cables. Right, I've got 2 nodes that I can put in use for it. Ah, damn it! I went the wrong direction. I need to go all the way back up there for the hypertube. I forgot it's the one back up by the hub, isn't it?
Yeah, on ground level.
Have you noticed how fast you go if you come flying out of a hypertube and immediately start to feather your jetpack?
Yeah, you get all that momentum.
Right, I'm in the hypertube now. Apparently not. I was in the wrong one again. Right, it's the one that's facing. It's the one that's closest over to the big building, isn't it? That's the hypertube I need. No, it's not. I've confused myself. Right. Sorry, 2 seconds. That one takes you over there.
It's the one where your dogs are, if that's easier. It's the one by where all the dogs are, so you have to kind of go on that little bit of an overhang, and then
Yes.
the pipe's right there.
Yeah. When you said on ground level, because I got like 3 over by the hub, and one of them's literally laying on the floor.
Yeah, that is probably that one.
No, it wasn't that one, because that one takes you over to the big building.
Oh, okay.
Right, I'm in the right tube now. It's been so long since I used this one, it just threw me off. I don't know if you saw it. With the train track, it actually has to go down there. Look, if you look at the stream, you'll see it actually has to go like a little undergroundy bit to go beneath the foundations. That is a beautiful view over there. Wait. What the hell's going on over there? Is that extra water? Spy, did you place like 5 water pumps down by the waterfalls?
Yes?
Okay, I didn't even realise you did it. I thought we were just running off the ones that we had, because we still got 1 water pump that isn't active.
That was the water pumps for the wet concrete.
Ah. Right. Super speed. Ugh. Oh.
Nice view.
Alright.
Here you are.
1, 2, 3, 4. Should keep you going for a while. Oh wow,
Yeah.
they stack upwards. That's cool.
That is cool.
Did you even
Inventory's
know?
well picked. No, I didn't know they'd stack like that.
That looks like tires.
Yeah, they do. That's actually really cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh. So this is that alternate recipe, yes?
Yeah. So for 600 fuel or 600 crude, we're making 400 fuel.
Well, when we do the train tomorrow then... Sorry, 2 seconds. When we do the train tomorrow, remind me that we need one solid item cargo. So that we can transport the resin over.
Oh, you want the resin over there? Okay.
We may as well.
That's fine.
If we're transporting over... I mean, it makes sense.
Sure.
Oh yeah, so we've got the bauxite scanner, right? Yeah. Out of curiosity, 'cause it's a late game item. From here, how far away do you reckon?
From your base, it
Oh no,
should
from
be
where I
about-
am now.
And you're over here with me?
Yeah.
It's gonna be 3,000 meters.
From here, 752.
Oh, there must be one up north.
There's 2, and they are northeast.
Oh, are those the ones in the pink forest?
One of them looks to be.
Man, have you ever been up there?
No. Wait, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure why.
Oh no, those aren't in the pink forest. Okay, good. No reason.
What's up there?
Nothing.
That's
Nothing.
very sad.
It's a good time.
Spy's a good time.
So the pink forest is, if you want me to tell you, is late game, or as far as like what they expect you to be. So it's nothing but boss mobs up there,
Oh, sweet. Free,
and
Free
sometimes
healing
there's 4 or 5 of them stacked on each other. So you might get 4 large spiders or 4 fire-breathing guys, and you're like, oh, all right, well.
I think I've dealt with 3 without dying. Fire breathers. Well, combination of fire and ice. I went up against a mob version of Game of Thrones. For those who aren't aware, the books for Game of Thrones were originally called Fire and Ice. There wouldn't be that many who aren't aware, but just in case you are one of them. Can't say I've ever actually read them, to be honest. However, normally I will read a book before seeing a movie or before listening to it on an audio book because I want someone else to do the work for me. It's only when I'm either not able to find a book, or not got the money to put into buying the books, that if I'm able to listen to them online or something, I will. And I did do it with Fire and Ice. I listened to them. But there was one I've only ever done it with one Stephen King book though. I've got like 20 odd Stephen King books. There's one that I've not been able to find for love nor money as a book itself, and I found out later on why, but I had to get the audio book for it first. It's Shawshank Redemption. The book for the story for Shawshank Redemption. You've seen the film, haven't you, Wes?
I think so, yeah.
With Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
in
yeah.
prison. Yep. So the book, all the book is do you remember the parts where Red did the voiceover narration?
Yeah.
That's it. Those moments were all the book was.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because it's a short story,
Oh, okay.
not a
that
novel.
makes sense
And the reason
now.
I couldn't find it was because it was in a book of short stories by Stephen King. I was looking for the actual book. Oh! Guess what? Like, Pinky gave me like 30 copper, but guess what Brain found me?
What?
A green slug.
Oh, there you go.
That's what we want.
There's a reason he's called Brain. Yeah, Pinky's like,
He
here,
was
have
already
some.
taken.
Pinky's like, here, have some raw copper. It's normally the one that gives me limestone as well, I bet. Right, I need to change my to-do list then. If I'm going to go and do the copper nodes. Oh yeah, Blender, we've got that open now. What else do I need? It has to go wire and then into cable, isn't it? We don't have an alternate. Well, actually, there is an alternate recipe here. Using heavy oil. It changes our cables from 30 a minute to 67.5 a minute. So, what do you guys want me to do?
Easy day. Big silence.
Yeah, well, Wes's mic's muted for a minute. Right, so Spy, look at the alternate recipes, see what you think. It's not actually that big a difference. It's only 3 extra wire gets you 8 extra cable.
Its cable doesn't matter that much, as long as it gets produced.
So you're happy for me to do the raw copper into wire into cable?
Yeah, and you said yourself it isn't that big of a change.
Oh, it doubles the amount per minute.
Maybe it is worthwhile.
It goes from
Which one do you like to make?
Me or Wes?
You.
Well,
Because Wes is muted.
I don't know. We'd have to pipe out the heavy oil. Which one does the heavy oil? Is that the plastic and or is that the raw stuff?
Heavy oil, I think that is crude.
So we've got a spare pipeline for that anyway. I need to wait till Wes is on mic.
Modular frames problem, I think that will be solved. Light modular frames. That bottleneck is gone.
Nice, dude, nice. Because if this is worth doing, we can set up 2 oil refineries. 2 refineries, sorry. So we'll go from, well, they're currently overclocked, but if they weren't overclocked, we'll be going from 60 per minute to 135 per minute. But I need to make sure what we've got spare on the oil. And as me and Wes are going to be changing the pipes over tomorrow, so I want his input before I decide to do anything. I don't want to bugger things up, you know?
are pipes.
Ah, you're kidding me. I need 2 of them.
We need pipes for modular frames.
Well, we've got plenty of stuff being produced down there. Iron ingots.
Well, we're making lots of steel beams. So we're already using a lot of them. On pipes.
Say that again, sorry?
I'm gonna be working on pipes.
That's absolutely fine. Don't worry if you're seeing some of the storages running with less items in them. I'm not completely diminishing them, but I'm just trying to trade in some items to get some more tickets.
I'm back, sorry.
Right, I need your opinion on something.
Okay.
Look up cables for me, please, in your little interface thing. So I can either go and get these extra 2 nodes running, converting into wires and then cables and then getting them over, or there's that alternate recipe which is slightly over double, but you're working with the oil, so I need to know if you think it can be done.
Yeah, so we are currently using on this site all the oil nodes. So if we wanted to start using oil, there's quite a few more in this world. We just have to go grab them, and then yeah, we can definitely do that cable.
What about, are all the pipes pumping over still, or are they?
Yes.
Are they all being used?
The 3 that are
in base.
Yes.
Is there enough to They don't take much, does it?
I'd need to check the numbers. I can tell you there's 600 oil coming in, and I believe we're using
the alternate recipe.
400?
It says, I don't know what the amount would be, but it says 2. It's a heavy oil residue.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to take 2. So 20 per minute. Oh wait, what is it?
If I did this, I'd want 2 refineries doing it. But
so the recipe is made in a refinery. Give me a sec.
Yeah, just type in cable and you can see it in there.
Yeah, I just don't know how much crude it's going to take. So if I do that, it wants 15 heavy oil a minute, not overclocked.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it not overclocked if I replace the two assemblers, whatever they are, crafters. It will go from 60 a minute to, what did I say that was, 135 a minute, I believe that is. So that would definitely sort out the problem. Or if you would prefer right now, I can go and set up on the 2 extra copper nodes I found.
Right now, probably just because of what I'm doing right now, it'd probably be best if you did just copper right now. But we can definitely get that oil going because we're gonna do trains anyways.
Yeah.
So we can take a train out to another oil location I know and grab all that oil and just start pumping it back to the base.
Because
with the trains.
Cables is the one thing that is one of the things that we're slowing down on, and we need to get more of. So. But I didn't want to just set it up and screw you over.
Right. No, I appreciate it.
It's my job.
Right, before I go off and do that, I'm just unlocking the hover stuff. Or in the process of. I did have to sell like 2 rows worth of circuit boards to get those tickets, but we still got plenty, and it was from the excess storage, so it's not like they're gonna mess up a recipe. Okay, so I'm gonna need to craft some computers and modular frames, heavy modular frames. Let me cancel out what I'm trying to. Let me cancel out my to-do list for a minute. Right, so I need 55 heavy modular frames. And 62 computers. Wait, I can't. Can I not manually make a computer?
No, I don't think so.
You know what? I might just sell some more. We're not manually needing circuit boards right now, are we? Like, need to physically pick them up and use them for something.
Nope.
Nope. Supercomputers will need them, but I mean, we're not there yet.
No. Well, if I'm going to let resources build up anyway, they seem to make quite quickly.
Nope.
They are filling up faster than anything else that we got out of the higher tier
Yeah,
stuff.
but we need more than half of it.
I'm just talking about from the storage
So
side of things.
it's a bottleneck.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the storage side of things, like the excess storage.
And I'm talking about production side. Other side.
Spike, can you say hello, everyone? Like, hello, everyone. Like, how you?
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Oh my gosh. The reason why I asked is you sound like a WoW YouTuber.
Wow, YouTuber?
Yeah, World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Noble 78, and he goes, "Hello, everybody." I can't do it, obviously, but he clearly must be. I'm sorry, where are you from?
You must be from your neck of the woods.
I don't want to sound
Noble, that
bad.
was correct. I'm
just
from the Netherlands.
Oh, then he must clearly be from the Netherlands then.
Or does he have a deep, sexy voice too?
I don't know. It's deep and sexy, but it just the same like cadence just is what made me think about it. I was like, oh man.
Oh, the accent.
Yeah, and just the how the vowels are being extended in certain areas.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that sounds like Noble. Spy is secretly Noble. He just, flying under a different handle.
I didn't realise it takes so much to make the heavy modular. Like, I've set up 55 modular frames in my to-do list, heavy modular frames, and it's going to take 275 normal modulars, 825 steel pipe, 275 encased steel, and 5,500 screws.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we're going to need them automated just all the time. And our bottleneck right now, we could overclock it and have to have it at like 392% is because we don't have Mark V belts just yet, as far as like readily available. And so you need 500 screws a minute, which we can't do on 480.
Well, everything is. I've been overclocking and upgrading everywhere that I can, within reason, obviously. Thankfully, we do have a backlog of a lot of items. Everything I need to make these heavy modular, I can just do it. Right, so sorry guys, you've got to put up with a little clicky. Well, not constant clicky, but hold down clicky. In fact, let me go my hands-free kit here.
Why is power an issue? Oh, we're packaging fuel. I just realized I meant to check that. I don't think there's much of a reserve, and if we burnt through that reserve...
Maybe have a smaller storage.
Well, no, I think I set up the one at the base. I think it's using we'll just say for argument's sake.
Spy set it up, didn't he?
No, I know, but I'm saying like the fuel generators there, they're all using 100 fuel, so I'm only making 100 fuel. So although there might be a bit of a backlog, as soon as we use that, all of a sudden the generators are like, hey, where's my fuel?
Yeah, this is why I'm saying use a smaller storage thing. We're not going to need to carry around like stacks and stacks of the stuff, like 2 or 3, or even 2 would last you a while. 2 stacks would last you a while. So if you've got the original sized storage container, it takes less to fill it up, and then it starts progressing back to the fuel.
Yeah, I think I'll just move some of the fuel generators over here because this one production that I set up can run 33.
You know what? My solution takes but a moment to switch over. He's like, I'm just going to move everything over here. It's like, fine.
Well, no, because again, I don't want there to be this issue where for some reason we're like, oh, we all need fuel. We go get fuel again. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, there goes half our base again.
Well, that might not even be a thing for much longer. I'm trying to work towards getting the hovers done. But they take batteries. I don't know what we need to make them.
Sulfuric acid, aluminum casings, and I think rubber. I don't remember off the top of my head.
So we're nowhere near making them yet then?
Well, no, unfortunately, because we're still playing bottleneck, so there's a lot we really need to automate, and then some more, as far as numbers, and make sure the numbers are good. And then, yeah, we need aluminum. That's another fun thing to do. Because aluminum needs quite a few refineries just to refine it into aluminum ingots?
It's starting to sound more and more like we just need to do a total teardown and remake again, just to make sure. Like,
Or-
It's not a remake, it is a more
Just-
make.
no,
Right.
it's not that. It's just what I mean is like, don't get me wrong, we're making a lot of stuff, but at the moment, I think the
Making words as I
organisation,
go.
the organisation is slowing it down.
Yay! I'm glad you see it that way.
So I am right, yeah.
You are correct, yes, sir. That was one of the first things that I was like, oh, well, this should be fun. But again, this is your playthrough, so I didn't say one
Well,
thing.
Like I said, I expected you guys to just tear down anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to progress when we don't know exact numbers as far as how many plates we're producing or how many wires we might have, other than be like, we have a storage full, and be like, right, but are we making 50 or 500?
Yeah, well,
So I guess... My bad.
what time do you get up? My time, or what time? Oh no, if you were able to commit like your whole day tomorrow, what time would you? My time, would you be able to play from?
All day tomorrow.
If you was able to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like the morning, because I mean, like, if you're talking, I'm just trying to think, because tomorrow's Friday, so there's not.
No, tomorrow's Saturday.
Tomorrow Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Tomorrow's Saturday. So I should be able to get on kind of early, and then I'd have to get off for a little bit, and then come back kind of
I
later.
mean, no pressure. If you don't want to do it, that's absolutely good, dude.
It's
I'm not
just
saying-
hard
I'm not
for
saying,
Saturdays.
I'm not saying, it's my stream, you've been helping me, you've got to continue, you've got to get on. That's not the case.
No, and I know. I'm trying to think like my schedule. I think this Saturday it'd be a little too much to be able to come on any earlier and stay any kind of later. Like today, I'm free. So today, once the stream ends around your time, normal time, then I have to go off. But then I can, like I said, we have Saturday, and then.
Well, I mean, no offense, Spy. Like I said, you've done an awesome job just getting more and more and more going. But we need to find a way to condense it all. Because it's not equal splits, like where it's needed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So
Yeah,
if we can condense lines and split them as needed in the right areas, then we can get a lot more efficiency going.
Yeah, again, thanks to Spy, it was just getting those things automated, which just saves a lot of time. And then, yeah, now that we're here and we're trying to get into these later tiers, we're going to really need to understand where these resources are going so that we can build machines to the scale we need it. That's why I've been so focused on power, because I know once we get running again, and all of a sudden you guys are like, wait, we need 5,000 screws a minute? It'd be like, yep, that's a ton of power.
Do you know what I find funny? You've upped our power level, right? But we're suddenly taking... so we were like 3333 was the max I saw before, right? And there was about 500 difference from that and our max. We're now producing 4,500, and I'm looking at a 4,000 consumption right now.
Right. That's what I was saying. When you guys are like, oh, we have about 500, I'm like, that's not that much.
No, but where'd the extra come from?
Well, because I'm setting up more and more refineries.
Oh, right, yeah. That's the point.
And the
My
pipe bottleneck is gone for the moment.
yay! Because right now
more consumption.
the reason why I'm not making more generators right now as we speak is because I'm out of heavy modular frames. So I came back to start making some manually.
That's what I've just done, yeah. I've chucked a load. Literally, the only thing, as you can probably see on your screen, the only thing holding us back from unlocking those jetpacks are computers. But if you said we can't even make the energy for them, I've already chucked them in. Are you able to take them out again?
No.
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally okay. It's again, that's why I know from playing is modular frames are everything right now. So we'll work on that as well. But that's why the thing is I haven't really had a chance to look over the systems because I just been focused
The
on
heavy modular
power.
frames. Heavy.
Yeah, heavy. Sorry, that's what I mean by heavy.
Yeah.
Or when I say modular frames,
Well,
I misspoke.
I can tell you, from looking in the container that produces the modular frames, they are not producing... Oh, nice.
Milestone reached.
I had some
the
computers
hover
on me.
pack enables aerial overview of
And we
all
got,
power
extended
factories,
inventory as
well
well.
as easy transport
Oh,
across
I like that.
multi-level buildings
I do
by
too, that's
wirelessly
why I did
connecting to the
it.
power grid.
Yeah, but by looking at the storage, the normal modular frames aren't coming in all that quickly.
Been working on it.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying, like, he wants the modular frames. That might be our problem area.
No, that's why I was working on it.
I'm just letting him know.
Yes, but are we in
Why
a
is
loop?
it?
That's all right. He can't play tomorrow.
Yes.
He can't play
Because-
tomorrow. By the time he gets on for next week's streams, they're going to be all different. He's going to be like, no, what have you done? But that's why I've got two saves. I've got, under this one world, I've got two different saves. I've got the stream, and I've got one called solo. It allows me to work on a rebuild without affecting the stream build. Like, if it works better, then yes, great, I'll save over the stream one. But if I need to double back because I've messed it up, I can just reload the stream one.
Oh, right.
Ooh, I found the bottleneck. Level 1 belt.
Ooh.
Just a very, very tiny level 1 belt.
Yeah, I've been trying to upgrade all the different belts when I see them. Like, we've got so many tier 1s and stuff like that. I've just been upgrading them. Even if we're not maxing out the usage on the belt, at the very least it gets it to the next machine faster.
Oh, is this item sync not running? Is that why there's a backlog of rubber? Let's see.
Was it not running then?
Yeah, there's a bit of a backup. So I just need to make a second item sync. It's just not being able to delete enough items fast enough.
Is it on the max belt? Is it on a tier 4 belt?
It is. But I just realized in my head, these refineries, these two sets of refineries are 400. So if the one upstairs is any more than 80, which I know it is, there will be a backlog.
Well, more tickets would be definitely helpful.
Yep.
Got 6 machines working on modular frames.
Nice.
Is that enough? Do we need more?
We won't know until we look at the numbers, like waiting. I'll stop to sound more like Wes.
Well, but I mean, that's so true, right? We can have 12 machines making these things, but if we don't know end goal, kinda. Well, then, yeah, I think it's a big help, and it will definitely be used right now. So thank you, Spy.
We just need to wait. We just need to wait and see what machines aren't receiving them, or what storages aren't receiving them fast enough. Basically.
On top you have a few containers. That's where I'm checking them in. I think that is the beginning from
See,
where the modular frames go to.
That's what I normally like to do, is just have the machines output in. I'm sure you've seen it in the building. Have the machines output into a chest, so that if there's a problem with a machine, there's a little backlog of supply.
$100 iron a minute. Man, I need to go find hard drives. I need this freaking alternative recipe.
Oh, in your world?
Yeah, gosh.
What is it?
It's 100 steel iron a minute, or 100 steel a minute.
Oh, what the petroleum
ingots?
coke and the raw iron.
Yeah, I didn't realize that's what we're doing with it. Because in my world, freaking steel is a premium right now, and I'm making like everything is overclocked, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't realize there was this alternative recipe. That's it. Definitely gonna do a hard drive hunt then until I find it.
Would it still be there? Like,
Would still be there?
Would you still be able to find it?
Yeah. So the hard drives are just. We'll just call them tokens, and what you get at the end is random.
You're always going to have them, is what I'm saying. You're always going to have them available. Like every recipe that we can find, you've definitely got somewhere in your world.
Yes. Correct.
Wait. What?
What?
I guess I don't understand that. I don't understand. So you're saying because you locked it here, I have it unlocked in my world now?
No.
The recipe exists in your world.
If it's here, if it's findable in this world, does that guarantee that it's findable in yours? That's what
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I didn't understand it as that. I understood it as like, oh, we unlocked it here, Wes. You have it in yours now. I'll be like, wait a minute.
That's because his voice is so sexy. You realize.
Was lost in translation.
I just completely was smitten by his voice. I was like, wow.
you just lost focus on what you were hearing.
No,
I'm sorry, but that's his version, right? Have you seen any of the Carry On films at all, Wes?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, there's basically it's like I can't remember if it was 70s or 80s sort of thing, but it was their version of like tongue-in-cheek smut kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And there was one line that they always used to say whenever anyone made like some sort of raunchy comment, and he just made me think of that, the way he said what you just said. It's just like, oh, matron. I know you'd have to see it to understand it properly, but that's how it sounded to me just now. Like, I'm gonna shut up now because that obviously didn't sound any funny or anything.
I thought it did.
I didn't get any reaction, so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna shut up now.
It's because I was listening. I thought it was funny, and I was like, oh, because I wanted to hear.
Yeah, but there's lots of different basically like carry on camping, carry on this, carry on that. So they're always called carry on if you ever wanted to give them a look at.
Okay. Oh my gosh, they were making 3 of. That's right, because you guys are like, we need coal, so I set up. We're making 240, 240. Oh my gosh, making 300 of this petroleum coke, and we're using
50 times 3.
Yeah, Spy set him up, so he'll know.
225. Yeah, all right.
So
Cool.
that's
Well, I'm gonna
okay.
item sync. Yeah, I'm gonna item sync the extra so that we can get more tickets.
I'm pretty sure I've just hooked up. Oh no, I missed this one. Never mind. I was like, I'm pretty sure I just hooked up these machines, but they're not producing power. But no, I missed one. I missed a pole.
We need the power shard. I can use some for more modular frames.
I've got 1 shard on me. Everything else has been distributed.
I just stole the last remaining 10.
Damn it. Right, that's gonna have to wait. Oh crap, I forgot a step. I went from raw ore trying to make copper wire. I forgot about the wait, is it the
The bars.
Yeah, is it the constructor that makes them? No.
No, you need a smeltery to make bars. And
yeah,
then...
yeah. It's a bit further down the list. That's why I couldn't. See, I would say it's a shame that we haven't got the water and copper recipe, but the bars themselves aren't the issue down there. I don't think. I wouldn't want. The only reason I'm doing it this with the extra nodes is we've stretched out those copper bars a lot, and if we try to do any more, we risk actually depleting our stock.
Oh man.
What's up?
I just realized that again because I took a couple of days and didn't get to check. This little fuel production that I've been doing is can hold more generators on it to begin with, let alone the ones that I'm already trying to set up on the other place. Oh, modular frames.
Oh, hello. Who's that over here by the iron?
Yeah, I'm done with the modular frames. I thought I'm gonna watch what you're doing.
Well, if I make...
More copper.
Yeah, well, making more cables. Well, I was gonna actually ask for your assistance in a moment.
Ask away.
Well, if I put down a merger, can you then take the output and merge that with our in the right place for the cables? On the production side, so you know you know the right place to put the cable, to tie in the extra cables. So if yeah, so then I'll get a secondary cable production going into the merger here from the other node.
Somewhere around here.
I think the problem is... Oh, never mind, I found a power slug. I'm about to say the problem is we might need an overclocker or two. The wire isn't keeping up with the cable on the, over here. But I got one overclock in the wire one over there, so it's not much of a delay. And I just found a green one for the other side. I mean, it'd be better if we could produce more, but... I think I might have found a crash site.
Oh, good.
No, it's been... Oh, wait. Yeah, it needs 40 megawatts of power. So it's not been done.
Ooh, check your inventory. You might have enough to make those biomass generators on you. You just
Me?
make a couple of those.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
think so.
I'm not far away from where I got the copper anyway.
Oh, okay.
There's another dog over here as well. Damn it. Cable production on hold for a second. There we go, I got a third dog. Which I'm going to have to work out how to get back to base. But first things first, let's get its alternate recipe drive. Wasn't there at some point a third character on Pinky in the Brain? Like Jeff or something like that?
Oh. I vaguely remember like a character coming and going, so probably.
Ow.
So for instance, put it in this perspective, if we want to make 4.8 modular frames a minute and we want it to keep at 100% efficiency, we would need to be able to produce 24 modular frames a minute, 72 pipes, 24 encased industrial beams, and 480 screws a minute. That would be...
You forgot the partridge in a pear tree?
Yeah, and then a partridge in a pear tree. And so you're like, oh, okay, but then you look, you're like, okay, screws are just a one-to-one, but then, again... Steel, you need to turn bars into pipe.
Screws, thankfully, we can make direct from iron bars. Iron ingots. Spy, did you want to run the hard drive back as I've got to try and get this dog back? It's in the machine.
And then you're like, oh, okay, well, what's 24 modular frames a minute? You're like, oh, well, overclock, these machines can only make 7.5. And you're like, I need...
Sorry. You know what, Spy? I
always
forget about doing that. I always forget that you can just plop down a new MAM.
Oh. Start it.
Yeah, I'm like, Spy, can you just run this back? And he just grabs the drive and plops down a MAM.
He's like, sure. Right away,
problem.
boss.
Aye, sure.
Easy.
Oh, do you know what? You know how we were talking about the different random things that the Echo can do, the Alexa Echo.
Right.
If you ever watched Red Dwarf,
I don't.
it's a British sitcom. They did try and make it in America, but it just flopped over there. Well, there's this basically it's a sitcom, and there's this one thing that's all joked about. 2 seconds. Spy. I think I can see a power slug from here.
Can see my house from here. Oh no.
Hey. Oh.
You just go, hey ho.
Well, because he's like, I can see my house from here. I'm like, hey,
Right.
that's cool.
Straight
And he's like,
ahead,
oh, no.
ahead there. Can you see it?
Yes. No, I can't see it. Maybe it's on top of this hill.
I want to say it was there, but yeah, it looks like it is. I'll come back.
You for 1 second.
Okay, guys, I am sorry about that. OBS disconnected and reconnected for some reason.
Oh, it's coming on.
uh-oh.
It was brief. I just heard like a doo-doo-doo, and I went, hold on. Waited a couple of seconds looking at what it was, and then it popped back up with another noise saying OBS reconnected. So can you guys just let me know if you're seeing the stream again for me? That'd be great. It's active on my phone still, but I'd like to know if some of the viewers are still watching. Right, can my dog get down from there? Oh, there's a down path over here.
Cables are connected.
Say that again, sorry?
Your cables that you're making are going into the big factory.
Nice, thank you. I've still got to set up the second copper line, but I can just stick that into the merger then.
Yeah, I deleted the merger.
What, on my end?
Yes.
How come?
I don't understand it.
Well, I've got a second copper node that I can do the setup with.
Oh, you're gonna copy it.
Yeah, I'm going to do a second one and pipe it into the same conveyor belt line. So I'm going to have two lots of copper nodes being smelted and then... Okay guys, it happened again. If this does it a third time, then I'm just going to have to, when it reconnects, I'll end off the stream early. I'm happy to keep playing with you two afterwards, but obviously I can't keep streaming if it keeps disconnecting, reconnecting. I don't know what's causing it.
Yeah, because I've been watching or monitoring the stream this entire time, and I haven't seen you like luckily haven't gone like down or where it's like stream ends. You're like, oh, okay, well.
Well, yeah, because you got the 20-second lag. By the time that you catch up, the stream's been reconnected. So thankfully. But if it's going to be a constant issue, then I don't know how long I can keep streaming for tonight. Are you kidding me? So I can slide under these conveyor belts, but my doggo, hell, I can crouch and walk underneath them, but my doggo, he can't.
I know there is a place where there are like 5 or 6 doggos you can get.
Well, I think having as many as we do, I think we're probably good. at this point.
It's actually all over by the oil. There's just a bunch of shallow
Yes.
water pools just all in
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Yeah, I know which one where you're talking about.
Oh, come on, doggo. It's kind of stuck. I can't get it moving anywhere.
Hope it's not a step doggo.
Right, come over here. Yay, there we go. Now we're on the move. I might leave this doggo in your little playpen area to give your doggo a companion.
Teammate.
Assuming I can find a way round to it. There we go. Yeah, you got your doggo's got a companion.
Maybe they need more toys now.
Okay. Both of my other two doggos, they've got uranium waste.
Oh, damn it! So uranium you can delete.
I know, but they're not. It's in their inventory. Oh, now it's doing it.
So waste don't pick up.
No, you have to get right up next to them for it to affect you.
Yeah, but I say don't pick it up and put it in your inventory.
No, I'm not. I'm deleting. Oh,
You can't delete waste. That's why I was saying like, hey, don't pick it up. Uranium you can, but when they give you the waste, the only way you have to store it.
Can it be synced?
No.
Put it in the container.
Yeah, you'll have to find a good place to run off and throw it in a container and keep it there.
And that's why I put the container there. I thought of everything.
Just radiating the middle of the base.
What does it irradiate you from the container as well?
Yes.
Yeah, but the container is more or less far away.
Well, it's it's not a big radius, is it?
Oh, it's not a big radius.
The more the condensed it is, it will be. But yeah, no, not right now. Not with two.
So I've just made a little plastic box on the far corner that we don't normally climb up on. And I'm just going to chuck him in there real quick.
So this is not connected to the main grid.
Do you know what? I'm standing on my little personal storage box and I'm not getting any radiation stuff. the waste is inside the storage box, and it's not affecting me on the outside. Right, so recipes. We have silica, 3 crystals, and 5 limestone equals 7 silica. 4 copper ingots plus 1 catrium ingot equals 30 wire. Or, right, so I don't know, what's the radio control system recipe normally?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Have we got it unlocked to take a look at?
No.
Because I got one here. 1 oscillator.
Oh, I lied. We do.
Okay, what's the normal recipe?
32 aluminum casings, 1 crystal oscillator, and 1 computer.
This is cheaper. And that only produces 1, does it?
2.5 a minute?
Right, okay, so 4.5 a minute this does. 1 oscillator, 10 circuit boards. It does take 60 casings, but 30 rubber. And it gives you 4.5 a minute. So
You also have that alternative copper wire one that looks pretty good too, because again, you said copper wire was one of our down right
cables.
Now. Yeah.
It's which is why I'm doing these extra deposits now.
Okay.
Or if need be, we could always turn it into the alternate recipe of the cables with the oil, couldn't we? So what do you guys think would be more of a benefit at this point? Because you guys will know more than me.
At this point in time, personally, either the cheap silica or that blueprint for the coils.
The wire. Right. So what's the silica output? Is that keeping up? Spy.
Circuits? We need more circuits.
No, silica.
Silica.
Is the silica keeping up?
I think we're about even.
Because
But we're not producing aluminum, are we?
no, but all we need, that won't take long. We can search for the thing now, can't we?
So what I'm saying is aluminum uses silica, as well as some other recipes. So silica is also a good thing.
What's the normal output? Let's have a look. 26.25 versus.
Production rate is slower.
We've already got an alternate recipe. We can use bauxite ore plus water to make 120 silica a minute.
Wow.
But also, yeah, the alternate recipe produces less than the original recipe. 37.5 versus 26. So it uses the same amount of crystal. You throw in some extra resources on top of that, and it makes less.
It makes 7.
But it makes 26.25 a minute, so it takes longer to create
Yes.
that 7.
It takes longer to create, but it's more efficient with the materials.
Well, like I said, it uses the same amount of silica, and the overall amount per minute is still less, like by 10.
It makes 7, so that is more than 5. And it uses the same amount of raw quartz, 3. And it uses 5 limestone.
Yeah, I know that, but if it's slower to create that 7, because of that, in a minute, it makes less on the alternate recipe that I got in front of me, doesn't it?
Yes, it makes less than what we're doing,
Yeah, so...
but more efficient. With less materials, it makes more.
Well,
It makes more, but with a longer time
well, I'm just trying to
duration.
think, because if we end up going, like... If we can get the bauxite and enough of it running, couldn't we just skip the alternate that I got in front of me here and just go for that water one at 120 a minute?
That's a better idea. Skip the... Go for the coils.
Right, so then the choice then is 4 copper ingots plus 1 catrium equals 30 wire, so that is 90 a minute. Let's have a look at that. Or it's the radio control unit.
I'll go for the coils because I've never been to the radio part of this game.
We're making 30 a minute normally. And how many did I say this was? 90 a minute, so this is triple the output. So basically, making the wires then, we need to change to an assembler and get catrium over there. So, take a look at that in a second. I just need the toilet real quick. Back in a second.
And second has passed, he's not back.
Well, now it's our job to keep his stream entertained. Got any folk songs?
Not really.
Ship tunes? Neither do I.
Ones that I know are all in Dutch. Nobody cares.
Everybody cares. Don't say nobody cares. Everybody cares.
Maybe if somebody gets back to his new project, he was making some cables. Well, I'm destroying his... not destroying, I'm adding to his project.
I love the terminology there. There you go. You're adding.
That's gonna be fun. I hope I'm not gonna be kicked.
You're like, hey, I fixed this. He's like, nope, gone. You're like, oh no.
There, I fixed it.
And I'm back. Right, let me take a look up at there then. So what are you working on at the moment, Spy?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
La 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 la
La la la la, acting normal. La.
What's he doing?
What's that? Oh, one
remember
sec.
the place where you were making cables?
You're redoing my copper output that I just did.
I'm adding to it.
Well, there wasn't enough wire to make a second lot of cables, so it wasn't producing fast enough. That's why I only did the one. Oh, I found another place where things are slowing down. I found something else that's slowing down the heavy modular frames.
That is?
Encased steel beams.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Everything else, like the normal modular frames, the steel pipes and the screws are maxed out.
Yeah, you got me that for the to thank for that.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I'm just watching this right now. Hold on. Just waiting for this to make the modular frames. So when it makes the heavy modular frames, we then have to wait for 3 encased beams to turn up.
So we must not be making 15 per minute.
Which we do need to work on this one because it's not just for that. We use it for the conveyor belts as well. There was one small section of conveyor belts that was on tier 1 still, so that wouldn't have helped. I've changed that. I'm following the line along to see if there's anything else that might be slowing down the get to the next building part of it, and then I'll see how we're doing on the production.
Sounds like a plan.
I do
I
like
love
how
it when a plan comes together.
I do like how like if you're hovering alongside a stack of conveyor belts, the way we've got it done, you can actually walk along the edge of one of them.
Yeah, so that they don't push you.
Well, no, it's not that. They're all stacked on top of each other. You can actually walk along one in the middle somewhere. That's weird. We got them going to a splitter up, and that might have been me when I was... Yeah, that was probably me when I was going to start rerouting stuff. Then I invited you guys in and it never got put into play. So that's... They got split. It's going into a splitter that's not actually funneling in a different direction. It's only going in one direction anyway still. So that's fine. We are making 15 a minute. Apparently, it's overclocked, but it's being split into storage and the machine.
Yeah, so you definitely want to take off storage then, because if we're making exactly.
But we also
15.
need the things, don't we?
Can wait till storage is full.
Yeah.
Happen.
I'm just watching the intake numbers for a second. Yeah, we are... It's very slow, but there is a slight decline on the input on the steel beams. It will take a while before it lags behind, but so that will need to be looked at as well. I think we can't really increase that much more, can we?
We'll just need to make more machines.
Or
Some of these overclock machines can be replaced with...
Extra machines, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've got one machine that's overclocked at 2 and one that's overclocked at 1 at the moment. I can just chuck in I've got that slug, I can just chuck in a second overclock real quick. Just for now. And then when we try to get it all a bit more organised, bear in mind, Wes, when we do that, I'm going to have to follow your lead a bit. You know how to make it more organised and efficient than I do.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely need Wes for it, not me.
But we need you as well.
No.
I'm
He's
very good at making more everywhere.
no. Right. This is how it is. Okay. Think of it like he's the raw material being dug out of the ground. He's just like, I need to just output this shit. I'm like, okay, I can get this. I can get the next stage up and running. Maybe try and get it sorted in a half decent way. And you're like, okay, we need this technical over there. That one. That's the production line with us.
I like it. So you have first attempt, second refinement, and then me third refinement. I like it.
And I failed. That plan definitely didn't come together. But no, I think I'm too high up. Damn it. Yeah, that's where I need to be. Well, that's weird. We must have all of our steel ingots must be going into a singular storage chest up here, because we've got 2 for the steel ingots and one of them's full, but the other one isn't. So we must have all the petroleum ones going into a singular.
Oh, I mixed them. They're going to both locations.
Oh, that's weird then. I mean,
They're
I suppose one takes more than the other, doesn't it? I don't know, on the outputs. Well, I'm just transferring from the good one to the bad one, and then the good one will fill up again. Maybe that was the issue. No, they seem to be running fine.
Are we low on steel beams or steel pipes?
Beams is what we're needing. I don't know about pipes. I haven't looked at all the locations that's going to. But for the modular frames, what was it? I said it was the encased steel beams that we're lacking in. And you should also be aware that the rotor production has no screws.
Screw you.
Which is
It's rude to say. Very rude.
right. Spy.
Sorry.
No. Right, Wes will see this in a second. So you added in another bar production, right?
Oh
Why
my
are-
gosh.
Come on to take a look at this.
Uh-oh, that's not good. What happened?
Someone
What
forgot a
did I do?
step somewhere.
This is why
So, like-
this is why we're not making any more rotors.
I
Oh, you're
still
gonna have
think
to
it
make
was
another.
Celestro.
You still gotta make an AI limiter then to clean up, scrub the lines. So you don't have to sit there and. Or, sorry, not AI limiter, AI splitter, so you don't have to sit there and just have it scrub the line with bars.
Well, that can be on the remake if it happens, if it's necessary.
I hope the cable problem is something of the past.
Right, now we need to sort out these screws.
Are you at the place where all the screws are at?
I'm at the rotor creation. Second floor, the one where we make the steel beams and the steel pipes.
Or
Down a floor if you're on the top.
I'm down below.
Upper floor then. Where the steel ingots are go to. That floor. Right, now turn to your right. Look at this conveyor belt for the input on the screws.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, you're playing with this?
Well, no, I had to do it. We had to take it away completely because now it's saying it's too steep. It won't let me input into the thing because it's saying it's too steep for it. I have to do it from the side like that instead. That's really weird. Never mind. That's wrong. For some reason that's not working. What is this? This is a splitter. Right. Where's your input for it?
That's the input.
That's the input.
Goes into the splitter.
I tried it from the side and it went in like that, but nothing's coming out of the splitter.
But I fixed it.
Right, so that's that working.
Why isn't it splitting?
So that splitter, just looking at the stream, might be my smart splitter I set up to scrub the line the first time that happened.
Oh,
So
it
I
is
need
a
to-
smart
Smart
splitter.
splitter.
Absolutely right. It is.
Hey,
Oh,
cool.
that's
So
fine.
now you know how to clean the line. So just change the outputs and then put a chest so it'll just grab the.
I've already worked with a smart. Do you remember I'd set it up with the plastic and the rubber originally when they were on the same line?
But it is going correctly, so it was just the line that was dirty.
Right. So do you need screws going this way?
Oh,
Because
that was
there's
to
an
clean the line.
ah. Right, so I came over here originally to check on this. Right, this is now that I chucked the extra overclock, this is now working. It was either the overclock or it was the lack of ingots. So this is definitely creating 15 per minute now. Let's go check on the heavy modular.
Heavily modular is on top.
Yeah. Which one is it? I think it's this one over here. Nah, still not making fast enough.
Oh, you meant heavy modular.
Yeah, that's what I said, didn't I?
You said modular frame.
Oh.
Encased industrial beams. That
Yeah,
is the
That
problem.
is, yeah, that's the problem. So whenever you say bottleneck, I'm getting it backwards. For me, a bottleneck is too many resources but not enough space to move through. That's what a bottleneck means to me. So when you say it's a bottleneck, I always envision like there's too many resources, we can split it off in this direction, not that it's the reverse of that.
So when there is a lack of things, it can never be a bottleneck.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just the way I've always known a bottleneck is. I mean, it could be both ways. I don't know. I just never thought of it in that way. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I now understand what you mean when you're saying a bottleneck. I get your process now, what you're saying. I mean, I was kind of inferring through context, but I've just confirmed it now. That's basically what I'm getting at. Right, so where were we lacking in the cables? That was for the automated wire, wasn't it? Sorry, Wes, I interrupted you.
No, I was just gonna let you know power's up. It's better than where it was, but I still have a little more work. But we have I think we're producing 9,000 now.
Nice.
The cable was. We have enough cable.
Well, I know that I've got the stuff on me to make another copper setup. I'm just checking now. Yeah, no, the input on the cable is spot on now. We are making definitely more than we're using.
Good. So we can focus on the encased.
Steel beams, yeah.
Where do you want them to?
At this point, if me and Wes are going to do a tidy up, wherever you can fit it in. The best place that you can fit it in and hook it up. Whatever's easier for you to sort it out.
Easiest.
Oh, it's gonna be me dead in the tube then.
Why? What happened?
When you're traveling, it just stops. The game usually just catches up to me, and then it's like, dead.
Oh, it crashed on you. Right.
So it solves that by killing me.
As we don't need them inputting into the lift anymore, I'm gonna set up a couple of storages to hold on to those 3 items that we were making, so that we can get a backlog of them for when we do need them, and then we can rearrange from there.
Oh, the tube is lifted on the ground. I can't get in.
Do you need a hand?
I do. So when you die in the tube, you can't jump. So I can't actually get into this tube to unstuck me.
Oh, you not
there we go.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
I was gonna run along with my jetpack for you.
Thank you. Now I can jump.
What I meant was lend you my jetpack so you can get to your stuff.
Yeah. All good. No, because it should just be up here on this tube. I just, it makes it really hard when you can't jump.
Well, all you needed to do, realistically, was backtrack to one of the stackable areas, climb up the ladder and run along the tube. You're thinking to yourself, God damn it, I could have done that.
No, because, that's what I did. I ran on the side ladder, and then I got in the tube, and I was like, okay, good.
Yeah, I put back the encased steel beams that I had on me for making conveyor belts and things, and we've got just over 1 line in the storage.
So you were planning on playing tomorrow in the day?
Potentially. Well, I'm probably definitely playing during the day. Well, what I'll do, I won't do anything until. Well, hold on. What I'll do, I'll make that alternate save, and I'll start working in the alternate save. And then when Wes is ready to join in, if you jump in, I'll probably be on the game, so you can just jump in, Wes.
Right.
And if you've agreed with what I've done, we can continue from there. If not, I can always jump back on the previous save.
I was getting at is that during the day I can join.
Yeah. No, that's fine as well.
I will be leaving at about 8 or 7.
Well, Wes knows how to make it the most efficient. No offense, Spy. You're great at raw power, but Wes knows how to refine it a lot more than either of us, I think.
Yeah, I mean, but I need your guys' help. I mean, we have a huge base.
Oh,
so...
yeah, no. I meant in terms of logistics, not doing stuff.
So really, what you guys need to do then, if you guys can play in the...
You need to be a director, is what we're saying.
Yeah, so if Spy and you get on in your guys' daytime, you know, because obviously you stream at night, which is fine. What would be the biggest help, I think, for all of us, even if I were to come in later, is we need numbers, unfortunately. So, for instance, we want to make, let's just say 5 modular frames. But does anyone know kind of off the top of their head how much cable we're making a minute? You know, it's that kind of thing.
Well, let me put it this way. Let me run back over here. Because the cables...
120 to 150, somewhere in that area.
The cables are being split at least twice. And we are making enough on the smart wire, or whatever it's called, the automated wire. We are making up more than we're using here, and here we're using 125 a minute.
Yeah, and that's good. So, I mean, one of the things you guys just keep of in terms of efficiency is at least the way I do it. And again, I'm not saying it's the right way. It's just kind of helps me.
If you know a much more efficient way than the way we do it, that's all we need.
So, just keep this in mind. Treat each project as it's kind of its own. So, for instance, if you're gonna have a big base and you're just gonna bring a bunch of resources in, I just break up the machines.
Well, this is what I was trying to do originally. Right, so you came in when I had this big spaghetti junction going on, right?
Right.
Now, let's say, for example, with the steel production. No, not the steel. What would be the better one here? The iron production, okay? So I had 6 furnaces going. Each of those furnaces would split 3 ways. So each furnace was feeding 3 out of 6 storages. Because there's 2 inputs on each storage. So essentially, not one storage would run out, because I would then have each of those storages kind of split and merging in a way that would feed everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So if one particular storage, say the bar's storage, ran out, a different storage could pick up the slack and help it out. That was my original thinking. That's why I had the spaghetti junction going on.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just more numbers guy.
And with what I have done, I've built factories all over the place, but every place you can extend very easy. You can make it a whole lot bigger.
Right, and then that's fine too. I mean, the only thing in terms of efficiency, I just run numbers. So for instance, if I want to make, I start usually at the end goal. So if I want to make 5 modular frames, I just keep using heavy modular, because I'll just use that one as an example because we just set that up. I know we need 15 encased steel beams, and I know we need, 480 screws a minute. So all I do is, in terms of efficiency, is I just set up that machine in its own, we'll call it base, right? And then I just get that running at 100%. And then I'm like, yep, okay, now move on to the next thing. And then now, well, I don't know, computers, right? And I just pull only the resources I need for that project.
Well, how do you feel about this? If we make like a storage area in the big base, in the building itself, for each individual item, you can help us distribute. How does that sound?
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely try that. At the end of the game, it's just numbers. We can store it 3 ways a Sunday. It doesn't matter, but as long as I can just sit down, I'll make an Excel spreadsheet. I just want to make sure that if we're using 4,000 screws, we're at least producing 4,000.
You're an accountant, aren't you?
I am not, but I definitely pay attention to numbers. That's how I play these. This is why I love these games, especially this one. I'm like, ooh, I get to play with numbers. All right.
You've seen how I've played this. You've seen how I've played Hydroneer. I build. I told you I like to read a lot. I also like to write, but my problem with writing, apart from my spelling and grammar, I will openly admit to that, I'm crap at them, is, have you heard of stream of consciousness writing?
Remind me.
Basically, the way I write, I have no outline, no plot. I'm just writing at like I'm writing one line, but the next line's kind of flying through my head.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally just a couple of words I'm typing, the next couple of words are in my head already. I didn't even think about it, it just kind of pops in there. Makes up the story as I'm writing it. That's how I do games like this. That's how I do Hydroneer. You see me on Hydroneer. I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to need about roughly these things, and I just kind of free flow it. That's my way of doing things, and then I refine it later.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. I like that. I mean, and then the way that he explained it, it kind of definitely helps me see that now, and it makes sense. I guess I'm the boring guy.
Yeah, you're the if we're going with the writing analogy, you're the editor, the one who double checks for mistakes and.
Yeah, I can see that in this analogy. Yeah.
Sorry, can you tell, at least from the way I tend to try to explain things that I like to write and read?
Yeah, you're very descriptive.
But
that's cool. Yeah, I should take you guys into my base, not to show it off, just to kind of. Sometimes I'm not very good at explaining, so I can just show you what I mean.
At this point, is there much else to do right now? Apart from the encased steel beams.
I don't know. I just been focusing on power, so you guys know the production a lot better than I do. That's why I was saying, like, if you guys play tomorrow morning, as long as you can get numbers so that I can help go over them, we can then definitely refine our process. So, for instance, like...
Oh, go on. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying, like, if we want a to-do list, we just got... what's the word? We just got bauxite, so I know we're going to need to make sure that the heavy modular machine stays at 100%, which means we need to be making 480 screws, and all that. I know computers are another thing we're going to want to keep at 100% because there's a lot of recipes moving forward.
Well, if you look at the stream, or I can tell you either way, I'm looking at the heavy modular frame right now. We are making more than we need on the modular frames, the steel pipes, and the screws. It's
which is
literally just the encased industrial beams that we're lacking in. Right,
and then that's good. So, at least the way it's set up in my base, that modular frame machine, the heavy, it's my bad, is one section of a base, and it has all the machines supporting it, and that's the one project. And that's really all it is with, that's the only thing with efficiency is I treat all the big products as just its own. So if I know I need 15 encased steel beams, that machine will just get it and nothing else. If I need some for storage, I have another machine that's separate making them.
Yeah, I get that. It's the way we've done it. We've just been splitting as necessary.
Right, and that's fine. When it comes to the splitting, you can't. I wish there was a way, like you can with the valves on pipes. You can't tell it only send 60 down here. So what ends up happening is if you take let's say you're making 400 a minute, and you're splitting it, then you have two lines of 200, and then you have to do the math. You're like, well, if I only need 75, how do I do that most efficiently? So what ends up happening is you have to split and then remerge it.
Well, here's what I'm suggesting then, if everyone's in agreement. Like I said, in the morning, because I'll leave, if you want, Spy, I can leave this on for you tonight. At the very least, we need to gain resources anyway again. Then I'll make a save. I'll make an alternate save as well. Well, on the alternate save, if we start tearing everything down and then turn this building here into another storage area. So that we've got 2 storage areas. One that will feed into machines, and one that we've been using, like, if we just need to grab some items to manually make. Or to... You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
And then, by that point, you should be available to jump on if you're able to do it. And then we can start setting up the machines. And if it all fails, then we've got the backup of what this was that we can go back to.
Right. Yeah. No, that's I can see that, and that should definitely work. Because again, having this storage area, I don't really have it, and it's super convenient.
Yeah. So even if it's just a backup storage, say like the machine storage. One of our machines is just backing up. That's fine. That's great. That's awesome. If we have, I don't know, at least 2 storages per item, splitting in per item, like 2 storages for screws and stuff like that. Then if one of them backs up, then the other one can start feeding into the other one and backing up the other storage. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm explaining that one the way I'm trying to. It's just that's a bit of a difficult explanation build wise. I'll tell you what, I can show you a bit better with the steel production, if that's any help. It's changed a little bit because since we added the petroleum coke, but I can show you with what the original coal kind of production was. If you want me to show you physically.
Sure. I'm pretty sure I understand what you're saying, but yeah, if you want to show me, that's fine.
Just to make sure that it's getting across, sort of thing. Right, let me just double check my work here so I can explain it. Right, so that's going into... Right, where are you? That's spy.
On the lower end of this.
Yeah, I got you. So we're on the bottom floor right now,
Right.
where the raw stuff's going in.
Okay.
Right, so I've split up the raw ore so that it's going into 2 inputs on the same storage, and the
Right.
same with the coal. Then it's coming out on 2 storage. Each of those are splitting in 2 to feed 2 machines individually.
Right. Okay.
So it's maximizing both the input and the output of the storage. Then from the storages, so we've got 4 machines, sorry. Now 2 of those machines are feeding into one of these 2 storage, the other 2 into the other one. So we've got 2 storage for the steel ingots. But from all of those, then they're going upstairs. All 4 outputs are being used. I went in the wrong one, didn't I? No, I didn't. Right, so where are they coming up? Over here. So they're coming up, and again, they're feeding in here. Now, I think the way... No, this has been changed. The way I did it originally, so it looks like the storage directly beneath this one is feeding only into this one, and the same, the one directly beneath this one is feeding into this one. I had it crisscrossed originally, so if one was failing, the other one could pick up.
Right.
But I've got it on the output though. On the output, this one is feeding 1 beam and 1 pipe machine, and this one is feeding another beam and another pipe machine. So that... Yes, Spy's got it.
Well, I've got the splitters here.
But
This is going to the other, and I did exactly the opposite.
but
This one does only beams. And this one, where you're standing on, was only pipes. When they split off from that way.
Right, over here, I can show you better as well over here. The screw, the bars, the plate storages.
Alright, on my way.
So I've gone from 1 storage on each to 2 storages on each. The screw, before the extra, what Spy did, kicked in, the screw was outputting on 2 and then feeding 2 different the 2 different storages. But what I did was I put the top output into a splitter. This splitter was feeding the top storage and the bottom storage, and then the bottom output of the screw splitter was feeding again the bottom storage and the top storage. So both of them were feeding it in to maximize the input into both these storages. Because at the time I'd forgotten about my alternate recipes, so that's why I've got 4 outputs on the screws over here. Is that beginning to make more sense to what my thought pattern was?
Yes. So I was following, and then this just, like you said, reconfirms everything you were saying. Okay.
So that was, I mean, that's why it's a bit of a mess, because I was trying to not only distribute, but back up the distribution. Making sure that everything was having enough. If one thing was struggling, but other stuff was full up, then the backups would feed the struggling ones. So everything would have what it needed. That was the initial plan. And then Spy joined the game.
If you follow me now, over here, and I will explain my way of building.
Okay, I like it. And then, if we have time, if you don't mind, then I'll take you onto my
Yeah.
world.
Oh, yes, I would like that.
Okay, and then we can kind of get where we're all coming from. All right, there's Spy, so I'm coming to Spy.
Which floor am I going to?
Middle floor?
Floor we are.
Yep, there you are.
But we're going out. We're gonna go on a trip.
Oh god. So okay, this is my way of thinking, and it takes like 10 minutes to get there.
No, it was really good. I liked it. It really helped solidify everything.
I mean, can you imagine if we actually managed to get like some sort of amalgamation of all our different styles that is the most efficient that any of us have ever seen?
This is my style of work here.
Okay.
Oh, what, the extra conveyor belt that does nothing?
Oh, steel
Wait.
beam.
Yes, wait. Let him explain first. You got your chance. He has the talking stick now.
He has the teddy bear.
Yeah, there you go. He has the teddy bear.
Safe space.
But the steel ingots coming from this side,
Okay.
going into the machines,
Right.
and they come on this side.
Okay.
Easy. And I've set it on a way that if a machine, let's say the last one, lacks on product,
Okay.
you can, on this side,
Yeah, I was going to say this
next to the
M1 would
merger,
get this M1 would
and
get
that
less.
merger, you can put more things in, so you can extend this line.
But the only problem I would have with doing, and don't get me wrong, it's good. You're putting in a lot more input and output of resources. But if you're doing it all on the line like this, the one at the far end over there is getting more ingots than this one here that I'm standing on.
Yeah, but I just explained. Only thing you have to do is put here a merger like this. See
But
this
you know
merger?
what?
Just build it.
I never thought, right? I've put the splitter pipe on a pre-built pipe. I never thought that you could do that with a thing. I've always put them down and then connected them up. It never clicked that you could just put. Yeah, that's what he's just done.
Yeah. All right. So hold on. Let me save my game. Save a backup real quick. Save. Confirm.
I better save this if we're going over to you.
Yeah, and then manage session, multiplayer.
So we're gonna go to your game now?
Friends only. Yeah, so it should be. I haven't done multiplayer in a while. It says friends should be able to join. So if you guys go to join game and then join.
Right, if you click invites, you
Okay.
can invite players.
Oh yeah, okay. You invited. Oh.
I'm exiting this game.
Spy, are we not friends? You sent the friend request and I accepted it.
Well, I can invite him if need be.
Oh, I'm not a friend.
No, because you sent the friend request and I
Right, all right
accepted
then.
it.
All right then. Manage session.
Yeah, and I'll just make it open.
Well, not that. No. Copy the session ID. It's like a copy button,
Okay.
and then post
paste
that
it.
in Discord. Oh my god! On the loading screen, it says spilling coffee. No. Removing dad jokes and spilling coffee. How have I not known this? This is like the opposite of what I am. You don't stop the dad jokes and you never spill your coffee. Ever. And revoking holidays. Screw that.
Test 1 pipes.
Yep.
Making
Spike,
the,
did you?
making the macroscopic microscopic.
Spy 007.
That's me.
Maybe we both have to. I sent it because you sent me one and I accepted. Maybe we both have to send it. I don't know. Weird.
Maybe it was only on Discord.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe. Is
It
that where
has
you
to be
sent one?
be on Epic.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm getting confused.
And we need to make sure we log off in the toilet. Oh wow, you start off with a zapper and you got so many more inventory space than me. I'm jealous.
Oh, welcome everyone.
Hold on. I'm just gonna tase Spy's nuts.
No, not my nuts again.
Oh,
He keeps
30.
doing that.
I'm going to make you both hover packs.
Wait.
Feel free to use them.
Whoa. We got a problem here, dude.
What's that?
The person who tried inviting me out to a movie's invited you out to one as well?
Oh, what a whore.
No, that's just not right. This is not on.
Alright, in that chest right in front of you is the hover pack.
Well, didn't you say we need batteries or something?
No, it
Well-
uses power off the grid.
Well, that's what I was saying. We can make these on my one.
Oh, we'll make it then. They have a range, so just watch your range indicator on the left.
Ah, okay.
and you can
Oh,
sit
and you
there.
can actually hover. See, what's the down
Yep.
button? C.
C, yeah. It took me a while. And then if you double tap C, you'll just free fall, so careful about that.
Yeah. I swear I just saw some electric zapping somewhere.
Yep, that's it showing you it's connecting
Ah,
wirelessly.
and you're only working off Mark 3s. Oh no, we're working off Mark 2s, aren't we? Oh my
this-
god, you move so quick when you sprint fly.
Yeah. So this machine in the middle is making my heavy modular frames.
Hold on, I need to get where you are.
Where are you?
Right, look in the little chest in front of the hub. There's a hover pack for you.
Found it. Already using it.
Alt left click to ping. So I'll just ping. So yep, there you guys go. So I'm the green ping. I don't know how it determines, but I'm green. So this right here is making heavy modular frames.
Not for me, it's not.
Okay.
There's no recipe selected.
Oh, funky. Okay. Well, that's a problem.
Ah, now
So-
it is. Now it is.
Okay, so if you look, if we come over this side, this monstrosity setup, this was when I first started playing, so this is not the neatest I've ever been. This is all supporting that one machine. None of the machines are overclocked because I just hate exploring and finding slugs. So, at first. So all of this is what is needed to run that machine at 100%, and that's why I ask for numbers. So I can tell you that majority of these machines are running at or near 100%, and that's because I know how much ore I'm pulling out, I know how it's organized, I know how the overflow, and at the end of the day, that's that process done.
So, out of curiosity, the hover packs, they don't work if you get a certain range away from poles?
Poles or machines, correct.
Okay. So what are you preferring then on my one? Just flatten the building, make it all one big area?
No, this is, again, this is just how I started. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm big on numbers, so that's what I'm getting at, is we can have big storages. I just don't know how to integrate that.
So what I'm thinking, what's going on top of my head, in my head right this second, I've not, obviously, seeing this, because I haven't gotten as far as this is the furthest I've been so far, obviously, so I'm not seeing things on this scale. My building, despite how big it is way too small. We use each individual floor for different tiers worth of storage, and then we can just build. We've got that wide open space out over the falls, so we can just platform to create as many machines as we need.
Yeah. So if you want to come over, I'll ping again. Spy's actually following me for the most part. I don't know why. I just early on I didn't like building in buildings and or on floors. That's totally a style choice. That has nothing to do with efficiency.
To begin with, for me it was, I didn't like being high up. I don't know if you saw the beginning of my. Do you know, I'm not actually seeing the ping. I know it's there. I'm just not locating it. Oh,
yes,
I see
Spy,
it.
we're going into that. I call it a building. It's not really a building. It's a facade of a building.
But yeah, so what I'm saying is, I didn't like being as high up as I was because I had a really crappy starting area. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, so we're actually almost neighbors. Where my base kind of is and where yours.
Yeah, so instead of so I moved over basically for more space, more open space, because I prefer working at the very least to begin with down on platforms on the ground floor, rather than be all the way up. Because you know, at the beginning you have no jump pads or only jump pads, and it's difficult to get up and down, and you're a bit nervous should you fall off the edge because you've got no healing items.
Yep. No, I agree. That's why a lot of it is flat. So this production, this whole building, everything you see, and this is what I'm getting at as well, is making 20 motors per minute. If you go down one floor, that's all the machines to support it. And the only reason why we can, again, in my mind, that I can support this building is because I know down to the ore how much ore I'm pulling out of the ground for this dedicated machine. And based off of that, I know if I have any extra for any other machines. There is no overflow. There's no storage. It is using what it's producing, and it's producing what it's using.
Yeah.
Well, the only overflow is obviously the motors at the top, and that's intentional.
Well, I mean, so you said you like the idea of an overflow storage section.
Yeah. So again, it definitely can be done. But this is why, I guess I was trying to explain, is this is why I want numbers. So before you're like, well, we just need 15 more frames. And I was like, do we? Or do we need, 15 more concrete and 15 more this and that? So this is just a big monstrosity just to build 15 frames a second. Or 20, sorry.
Well, here's the next process of my thinking then. And I can see a slug from here, by the way.
Like I told you, I don't get them.
No, it's literally right there. Look in the direction of the moon. You see it?
I see it on stream, but
down.
It's not there on me, for me.
Oh, it disappeared as I got closer to it.
Yeah, it should be here in theory.
It was here.
Oh, there's one over there, though. There's one on top of that tree.
Yeah.
Like I said, exploring is not really my forte. I don't know why.
Well, no, it was only that it looked right here. So, okay, so how about this then? So we do that storage bit that I said, each tier has its own storages and such, because that would be beneficial. Because that way, if one machine's like backed up on the resources for it, then it can feed others, maybe.
Yeah.
But but at the same time, like, so a couple of storages per resource at the very least, just so that we're not bottlenecking it in that way. But if we say we got 3 machines that need screws, if we make 6 screw machines, if we just double up on everything, a big platform doubling up on what's needed where it's needed, we should be good then, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, and again, if that's to me, that's just a style play. So the reason why I don't have any, and then this is just as well as just how I play. The reason why that wouldn't work in my mind for my machines, and again, this setup, is because if it needs 500 screws, yeah, I mean, 500 screws, I'm making 500, so I don't have that overflow. So we definitely can integrate that. I mean, and by doubling up, like you're saying, and getting it,
it's just an emergency backup. That's all I'm thinking.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing is.
Am I looking at on the stream? Am I looking at your nuke plant?
Yeah, that's the nuke over there. I have because I was just testing it. I haven't. So I'm being kind of lazy. So because the steel's a premium, where I just pinged, I have stators and encased beams. I kind of got lazy with this one, so I did a bit of a spaghetti. So I have a train that runs around essentially in just a big circle. It's just a more expensive conveyor belt. So what it does is it's grabbing the stators and the encased beams at this train station. Then it comes over, if you want, I'll show you guys what I mean by when you're like, let's make supercomputers. I'm like, yay, let's make them. I'll ping over. Careful, you might drop. Not the railways act as power lines, so you can just, as long as you kind of keep to a rail, you should be fine. If you run out of power and you start falling and you get power, just hit spacebar again.
Yeah. It flashes at you when you're about to lose power. It flashes the exclamation mark.
Yep. And then also, it has slow fall, so if you guys get too far and you're falling, just hold spacebar and you'll slow fall, luckily not straight to your death. So over here is all of these machines, again, other than I think 2 of them, is doing everything it's needed to make, what is this, 1.875 supercomputers at 100% efficiency.
Yeah, well, the on the items that we needed to get to the tier we're at, the hardest one, the 3rd item, I can't remember what it was called, but it was producing 1 every 2 minutes.
Right.
It was
of the heavy modular frame.
Again,
so this making control rods.
Adaptive control unit, I think that was the one. It's like 1 every 2 minutes. Yeah, it says here 120 seconds. Oh, there we go. It takes a while for the machines to sync up with what they're creating.
Yeah. Yeah, because now we've swapped.
No, what I mean is I click on the machine and it's got no recipe selected for a while.
Uh-huh. It does the same when I'm in your world. Because, again, we've just swapped now. So, yeah, so we definitely can do overflow. I'd have to kind of rearrange how I do things in my head to get that to work, I guess, efficiently. I mean,
I'll still write that. I'll do my best. So you want no overclocks. That's what you're looking at.
No. We can do it anyway. I'm just telling you, this is how I do things.
I mean, in terms of jotting down numbers and stuff. Because if we overclock, we tend to overclock as we need to, where we need to, just in case. Or if something's lacking, then we chuck an overclock in there, don't we? So we need to,
overclocking is very bad for power consumption.
Yeah, we need to get base numbers, don't we? That's what you're after, base numbers.
Yeah, I just need numbers so we know what we're doing, so that we can then again, so in my head, the way that I made this supercomputer is I actually looked at it and then I first decided, how many do I want to make? And I'm like, you know what, 1.8, that's fine. Then I was like, okay, well now I need, and then I worked backwards. So yeah, we just need base numbers so that we can, so we know what we're doing and how much, so we can know whether there's a surplus or not.
Yeah. Well, we'll set up these. Like I said, it will be in a backup world anyway. So if we mess it up, there's no issue.
Right.
We can always just revert back. But what I'll try and do is we'll set up the overflow for the base ingots at the very least, and then base ingots are maybe screws, plates, bars, and wires, let's say. And then from there we can. Well, I'll try and jot down what numbers we need, and we can try and work out how we're splitting it, or if we need extra to split it into extra storages or something. We can use your expertise to help us. But by the time we've set up the initial anyway, torn everything down and set it up to work with a storage area, it should be maybe time for you to jump on anyway.
Right. Okay. And then there's.
Sorry, go on.
I was just saying there's one thing I want to show you guys. I just want to show off. If you could follow the ping, we're going to take a little of a train ride.
Well, the train's gone.
Yeah, follow the ping. There should be 3 trains just sitting on the track. I'm just
okay.
sitting out in front of them. I just keep pinging. I don't know if we all can ride in one or whatnot, so I just made 2 extras so you guys
I don't
fill
think
in.
we can. So who's in? Is someone in one of them yet?
I'm in the front because I'll drive.
Can't enter locomotive as already full.
There we go. Oh gosh, can we not all be in a train? Nope, there we go.
I'm pushing you guys, I think.
Mine one says brake.
Yeah, you need to be holding. I'm. Okay.
I turned on autopilot, so hopefully that will.
You know what?
So this is where your base is right now. This is what your base is, which it's not because it's my world.
Oh yeah, I see it now. This is where I got the pathway up to the coal area.
Yep. And then that's where you also have you went high with your pipes and whatnot.
Well, I had to get over the cliff edge. At least with the coal, and I adapted that pathway to the oil and the water.
Go this way.
I think these trains are actually connected to each other.
I think so.
If you look briefly on my stream, you can just about see it when Spy stops vibrating.
Yeah, I connected them so that you guys didn't have to drive.
Well, that's why I was pushing you originally. Hold on, if we all hold W, if we all take it off autopilot, if we all just speed up.
Yeah, everyone hold W. Let's see what happens. See if we go.
Okay, there was a ghost image of someone's train back there, or we went through a train.
Probably went through a train because I still running. All right, everyone hit spacebar just in case we're here.
Oh, well, I wasn't speeding up or slowing down, so.
Yeah, so I think it's just one control. Everyone out. All right, so this is my oil. This is what I just wanted to show off.
Where's the trains gone?
I deleted them.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you showed me the picture of this.
Yeah, but now you can come and see firsthand the scale of this. But this is blenders, so we actually can get an alternative recipe. It's called diluted fuel, and this will allow us to make this big of setup of refineries. So 4 blenders make 400 fuel from a 300 line of crude oil.
Yeah.
So this is what we could, but again, this is, and it's all organized, it's all laid out. It takes forever to build.
Right, well, like I said, I'm going to leave this on tonight. My one. If you want to, because at this point we're looking at needing the extra space. So if you want to rip up all the oil, shift it over to the oil platform area, you can. You'll have the resources just for picking it up, won't you? And we're going to be deleting the... Oh, wait. Would it be better if we did the remake after tomorrow's stream? Because We're not going to be done by streaming time, are we?
I don't think so. I don't.
It's
think
going to
so at
take
all.
more than a day, even with 3 of us.
It's never done.
I'm just thinking. Well, if you wanted to do any movement of power items overnight, you can. Whether you do or not, we can start work on the alternate save, and if we have to, we can just play on the original save tomorrow and see how it goes. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it, but we can at least make a start on the alternate save, see how things go, can't we? Tomorrow.
Right. Yep. All right. So I know you need to log off. So if you guys want to come back to the, I'll ping it. We'll just head back to the base where you guys can log off.
Oh, there's the trains.
I put them back. I'm really big about just when I'm done with it, I just destroy the train and then just put it back when I need it.
Yeah, I can move them all. Right, everyone. Right, by the way, we found out yesterday that trains can't go off the end of a track.
Right.
So, if we're going too fast, so let's just all hold forward, see how we do. It was at 100 for a second, then it slowed right down.
Consumption, yeah.
Apparently, I'm going at 0 miles an hour, so I'm not doing anything here.
Oh,
Mine says 0 kilometers an
sorry,
hour.
kilometers an hour.
Oh.
Sorry, yeah.
we're doing 121.
So if I stop holding, is that going to go down? Oh, we're going up a hill, but let's see if that affects it. Or if I hold space, does that slow you right down even further?
Yes, it applied the brake.
I'm braking.
Yep. Yeah, you are.
We can stop it.
Yep, that's it. That's all. Oh, now we're going in reverse because we're up a hill.
No, that's because I'm holding S.
Well, I'll hold spacebar then.
The things you learn.
But yeah, so I have a train backer, but I'm going everywhere. I just like trains, so I just put them everywhere.
No, that's a good idea. I mean...
Oh, why is that train there? That train does not belong there. Oh, hey, you guys helped me find a glitch in the system.
Well, there was a second one. That's 2 we've passed on this line. The first one is just standing still.
So one is just the oil, which is fine, but there shouldn't be one that had a box on it, which means it's... Oh, I can't stop it. Oh, runaway train.
I'm holding space.
Okay, good. Alright, well, this is where the quartz gets dropped off.
I'm out. Right, so things that need to be done on my one. First of all, I'm going to give you back my jetpack once I get... Well, I'm going to go to your hub. I'm going to deposit the jetpack back inside that little box. Where's your hub?
Pinged, you were super close.
That way you've got them as backup if you need it. Like, say you die, you've got backup jetpacks then, haven't you? Or hover packs.
Right.
Because you can't demolish it. Would you like the Xeno Zapper as well?
No, I can make those a dime a dozen.
And we'll go in your toilet.
Sure.
Alright, you want to see it, don't you?
I don't have coffee.
It automatically puts it in your hand, I think.
Yeah, do you
Hold
guys
on.
want a coffee?
Well, hold on. I'm going to go back to main menu, see if it puts it in my hand automatically.
I produce a lot and I don't use a lot.
Well, coffee.
So I
Yes,
have...
you
Well, I
can
mean,
pick up.
like, if there's any overflow on a machine, the way I use a smart splitter
Yeah,
to
yeah.
just off it, so I have 187 tickets saved.
Right, question. Does this normally come up for you? Network error, UNet connection, tick connection, timed out, closing connection, elapsed 60, real 60.01, good 60.01, driver time, and it goes on.
No, that. I'm seeing that. No, it thinks you got disconnected even though you disconnected yourself.
Right, okay.
It shouldn't do anything. Oh yeah, look at you guys. Everyone's drinking coffee in the bathroom. That's disgusting.
Am I sitting on it?
Yeah. Looks good.
That's what
All
you
right.
was doing.
Yep. So I guess all I was trying to show you is, again, I keep things organized and I keep things exact. So
Yeah.
it's not a problem. I use a lot of what Spy was doing too with the lines, and it's called overflow. So you are correct when you said something about it, or started to, which is the first machine will always get extra, and it spills out slowly. So
Yeah,
you
which
have
is why
to
I had each thing feeding in multiple things.
right. And you definitely can do that. That is a way to do it.
Well, I'm not trying to do that this time. What I am trying to do, though, is... I'm back in this game if you wanted to continue. What I'm trying to do on this one, or in the rebuild, the idea is just having the overflow being the chest, the storages. Trying to think here. How can I... So instead of each storage feeding multiple machines, maybe storage is feeding multiple storages, which feed to machines to save on spaghetti belts. I don't know. But at the very least, I just need I just want like an intermediate storage area to just collect the items. So that if a machine isn't quite using them, we've got them as backup. So that if it suddenly revs up for some reason, or we have more machines, it's got that backup. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with what you're saying, and I mean I see what you're saying is what I mean.
I mean, I'm just trying to look for like some sort of middle ground, you know, where we've got the backup overflow, but at the same time using what we need.
Yeah, no, and again, that's the thing is we can have the storage and the backup, which is fine. I just don't know how much we're making, so I don't know if it really is backup or if it's, you know, that's what I'm getting at, or
Well,
if it's.
What I'll do is in the morning, once I've had about 4 coffees and woken up. Oh, you think I'm joking? Do you have any idea how many spoonfuls of coffee I have per cup?
No.
3 spoonfuls.
Oh wow. Okay.
When I'm at work, I have a free drink along with a meal, but I at the very least have a free drink on my break, which is normally a toffee latte. But I also throw a double espresso in there as well.
Oh damn.
But anyway, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna be like, Spy, did you like my base? My base?
It was huge.
I like your bison too.
It was totally different from what I'm used to. My factory, what I have, is just on very, 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 very long belt.
So his base encircles the whole outline limits of the planet.
Maybe you will see it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
He encircles the limits of the map. He has nothing in the middle. It's just one big circle going one machine to the next.
He just has this big carousel of belts. The belts are just feeding in 500 ore a minute, and they're just 500 bars. And he's like, "Yep." Well, that's fine. Again, that's why I like seeing how other people play, because this is how I play. I just sprawl out, and then I'm exact.
I mean,
so spend hours running numbers.
I mean, I do think in this respect it is like Hydroneer. There is no exact way to do it. There is highly efficient ways, but there is no exact way.
Right.
So it's the same with Gold Rush. There's no, as long as you're putting through a quick amount of dirt, there's no exact way of doing it. It's like everyone
I
has their own way of
explored
digging.
quite a bit of the whole map.
Yeah. So I produce 25,000 megawatts, and I use.
I saw
about
48.
10.
I saw 48,000.
Oh, I wish. No. 25. That'd be awesome if I was producing 48.
I swear I saw that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says 24, and I know it's about 24, 25, because the thermal gens that run up and down and up and down. But yeah, I'm only using about 10,000, and if you can't really see now, but my blue line is about the same space as my orange line, so I'm about using all my machine's power at all the time, so I know that it shouldn't spike anything too crazy.
Yeah.
And if it does, you know, I have about almost a ×3 multiplier of buffer of power.
Alright, well, as I was saying, the game's going to be on, so if you want to redo, like, take all oil-based power over that side, you're welcome to.
Okay. Okay.
Because from the sounds of it, we're going to need the extra space.
Yeah, for sure.
In the morning after I've woken up, had my coffees, I will try to jot down all the items that we are currently automating and what the baseline production of them are based off the alternate recipe. Oh, do you want alternate recipes, all of the alternate recipes, or do you want them as we're doing them right now?
No, I mean, you don't have to go crazy. I don't expect you to sit there and be like, Wes, we're making 4,827 screws with, you know, 2 being in alternate recipes. I just want to make sure we have enough. That's all.
Well, it's just that, for example, let's have a look here. What one would it be? Let's go for the the cables. The cables is, if we use the oil, the residue, whatever it is, that's double the output, you see. So it's quite a difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can tell you what we need, but not what we're producing, because by that point we probably would have torn a lot of it down. Is that doable for you?
Yeah, that's fine. I have 145 hours in this save.
On this save,
on the save that the save that you guys just joined, my single player.
How many?
145.
Well, you just put me to shame because you are only 16 hours more than me. And look at the difference in progress.
Well, I mean, it's this save, so I mean, I've spent my time in some other saves.
Well,
but
I suppose
no.
at the same time, how many times have I torn down and rebuilt?
I'm at tier 8 at 58 hours.
Well, he's just like, raw power beats all.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Right, so to make sure, if you do anything tonight, Wes, to make sure it's all done efficiently, I'm going to stand on top of the building holding a cup of coffee to make it look like I'm watching over you.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna log out once we're done streaming, get some dinner, watch a movie, and then yeah, I'll probably be back on checking some stuff out, getting some numbers myself, and then I'll make it an Excel spreadsheet. That's just for me, but if you guys, you're more than welcome. I'll share it with you guys via Google Docs, because then at least we all know what we're producing.
Well, to be honest, I would end up losing track of what I'm doing if I'm trying to focus on those numbers at the same time. I'm more, like I said, I'm more of a raw setup as opposed to a raw power. Yeah, that's it. He's the raw power. I'm the raw setup. You're the okay, let's just combine the two and make it good.
I'll just go to bottlenecks of where there isn't enough resource. I'll try to fix that.
Yeah. No, that's all good.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah,
I mean, between the three of our styles, I think we've made a good little team. We just need to refine our play styles to mesh better. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But I like it. I like when Spy's like, I know the solution. You're like, oh, what's that? He's like, more. I'm like, all right, perfect.
I know the solution. Like, I need like 5 more screws a minute. I got a solution. What's that? 10 more machines.
Yeah, you're like, what's that? 5,000 more? But see, that's what I want. I mean, that's why I want us to get efficient, so we know what we're making. So that I want to be stupid. I want, you know, my base. I might be making, you know, let's say 10,000 screws. But since there's 3 of us, why not make 30,000? Why don't we try to push the limits?
That's where my storages come into play. So we got somewhere for those screws to go.
Yep. And again, that's why I was just running things in my head and be like, yeah, you want storage? We can do it. I just need to know how much we're using, so I know how much is extra, so we can make sure we have extra.
Yeah, I mean, say we
And then-
need 15,000 screws between 3 machines. Then we've reproduced like double that up to 30,000, put it into 3 different storages. Each of those storages feeding one of those machines. Then we've definitely got enough. That's the way I tend to see it in my head without having to think about. Okay, I've got like how many? Where's this on my list gone? I'm trying to find it every 5 seconds.
Should see my notebook.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's extremely efficient, but for streaming, if I were to sit here and say, okay, hold on guys, wait 1 second, it's going to take me 5 minutes to find this item.
No, I get it. I get it. I really do. I get it. That's why you got me. I'll worry about numbers, get base numbers, and then fix stuff behind the scenes.
But I do have to say, guys, though, no matter what way the base turns out, whether efficient or not, it has been a lot of fun having the both of you here.
Yeah,
It's
a lot of fun.
It's definitely
I'm having
amped
tons of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely amped things up a bit. And it's actually opened my eyes to a few different things channel-wise as well. Like some of the people who are around a lot more often, obviously you two, Ranty, Celestial in real
Wait a
life.
minute. I got something to boost about on my play. I've got a hyper cannon.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't play with
Oh.
those, but
Boast. You
Yeah.
said you said boost.
Both.
both. It's a booster and a booster. It's a poster booster.
Now you're just sounding Canadian. What are you?
Damn it, wrong save.
What are you a boosting about?
You're
Sorry.
talking about.
What are you a boosting about? That's the one.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I'm turning Canadian.
No offense to Canadians,
no.
of
They
course.
won't see the difference.
No offense to any nationality, of course. We're just having a laugh. Alright, guys, well, I'm going to head off myself. Spy, you're an hour ahead of me, right?
I'm in my own save at the moment.
I meant real life time.
1 hour ahead.
11:45 for me right now.
It's 0:44 for me.
Yeah, okay. It'll probably be somewhere around 11ish your time I'll be jumping on, but I'll leave you a message on Discord.
Okay,
Alright.
perfect.
Alright guys, well I want to say thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to rate and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe if you've liked the stuff as well. And we'll see you all, well, me and Wes will see you guys tomorrow. Uncertain as to what variation of the save will be on, but at the very least we'll have some good content for you, hopefully. Hopefully Wes won't be sitting there flipping through paper. That hopefully you won't just hear that all day long, all stream
That
long.
ruffling of paper, right?
Yeah, so have a good night guys, stay safe, sleep well, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
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 Goodbye.